Hello everybody and welcome back to a Crusader Kings 3, a Game of Thrones mod, playing as none other than Lancel, the Dauntless of Midvale. So we own these two provinces. We do have a couple children already. We have Victor Goldfyre without our heir, which we're going to be looking into in a little bit. As well as we have Vaemond Goldfyre, who is 0 years old. My dog's coughing behind me, so get it out, Snoopy, get it out. But this episode, last episode, I actually asked a lot of you to give me some name suggestions. So once our wife is currently pregnant, so once she gives birth, I added all of the names onto a wheel that we're going to be spinning. And, you know, depending if it's a boy or a girl, I have two different wheels, and we're going to choose the names that way. So thank you so much for giving me name suggestions. All of them are absolutely spectacular. I mean, I can't even think of names like that. I just go with like dragon names like Meleys and Vhagar and stuff like that. I mean, so awesome. I'm excited to do that once she gives birth. I also had another couple suggestions. As for expanding, one of the suggestions was to take a lot of the lower counties down south, and then once we have enough strength after we grow our men of arms and gather the strength, then we can take the Duchy of Lannisport. So that is another great suggestion. Since we already modified our vassal contract to include sanctioned wars, I don't think he will be against us on that. And I did see another comment that we were actually in one of these armies that I might have missed. So Lord Louis, Alessander, with Tywin. On this army down here with Andros, Lord Andros of Hornvale. There's 3 knights, Leo, Eric, and Andros. Over here, there's 3 armies, which I'm trying to click on here. We have Forley Prester, Lord Tywin's Sworn Shield with Tywin Lannister. We have Lord Quentin of Withermoor, Boldheart of Withermoor, with Gerald and Quentin. And Lord Gregor, the Mountain, with Roland and Gregor. So it doesn't look like we're over here currently. Or maybe are we a knight? Yeah, we're a knight. So yeah, it still says that our wife is separated from us, yet we're both in the same spot, so we must be fighting somewhere. So we'll have to look into that and figure out where the hell we are. But without further ado, let's get into things. One of the another suggestion that I got was looking at Victor Goldfyre here. So he doesn't have our heir, which I find is interesting. So we'll have to kind of look into this. Remove Guardian, no. One more, designate heir. He already is our heir. Grant titles. No, we're not going to be doing that. So let me take our spy master Mark here. Let's see if we could find secrets at our court. Let's see if there's something going on here with Lady Janna. Maybe he doesn't find anything and he actually is her son and she has a dominant hair trait, you know? But you can never be too sure. And he is greedy, brave, and diligent, so he's gonna solve this as much as he can. But we should look into going after a few of these other houses here. So Tybolt, Lord Tybolt of Heatherfield is down here. We also got Fang Hill. I kind of don't want to go to war with the Mountain just yet. We also have Lord Sandor, the Innovative of Lawnmont. Then we have Hadersley. So these are all smaller counties that we could go after. I probably won't go for Fang Hill. I don't want to go into, you know, combat against the Mountain. 54 prowess, he could kill me. And I don't want to die. And then we also have Lord Joffrey of Montley Hills that we could go after. So we could kind of consolidate into the center. Maybe take Sarsfield after that just to kind of consolidate the lands. And then go after Lannisport, or Landsport. So we'll have to kind of figure out what we're going to do. I guess the first one we could claim on would probably be this Lawnmont, Sander Lawnmont. So he has 2,000. 2,000 troops. Maybe not him. We can compete with this guy right now with 682. He has 2 allies. Lord Sandal, the Innovator of Lawnmont. And as well as Lord Giles, the Foolish of Greenswood. Where's this located? So this is really far out east. So I'm not too worried about that. We have only 1 ally, Lord Victor of Grave Ridge. We should find another. We might before we go to war with them because those are 2 big allies for Heatherfield. Lord Lawnmont himself only has Heatherfield. So they have a combined troops of around 2 to almost 3,000. And we kind of match them. So we'll have to think about that. So we do have the Sea Snakes as our troops, which actually the Sea Snakes are a part of the Valarians, surprisingly enough. So I don't know why they decided to join me over here in the Westerlands, but you know, it works out. I think if we're going to grow another man-at-arms, we have enough money to afford at least 1. We already have kind of a light footman and a raider, like the Sea Snakes. I think we should probably go for either bowmen or crossbowmen. Crossbowmen are way more expensive, but they do also a lot more damage and have better defense. They cost about 1 gold a month in full maintenance and 0.27 a month in non-raised. So I think we'll go for the crossbowmen. I don't think we could station them currently. Yes, we can, because we do have a second holding. So we'll give them an extra +9 in Vickery Hill. And then from here on, I'd like to keep the men of arms in a holding stance. So we only have 3 domain holdings, so wherever we take, Lawnmont or Sarsfield or wherever, we'll have that holding and we'll be able to create another man at arms to keep it. And then once we take a duchy title, we'll pass off a lot of these titles. Maybe not Midvale itself, but pass off the other titles to, you know, deserving lords or knights of my realm. So we'll have to think about that when the time comes. But okay, let's grow our forces a little bit more and let's continue on. Maybe our wife can give birth and we can officially spin the wheel to name the child. I absolutely love the names. Some really creative names too, like mixes between like the Lannisters and the Targaryens. They're really, really cool, so I'm excited. Oh, shit, I thought this was my child for a second. My maester has brought me a letter sent by a raven. Lord Grants claims that he has gathered enough proofs to convince everyone about Lolly's true parentage. Lolly's is in fact Robin's child, and she is a bastard. So Robin is a wanderer, and Lord Grace is of Harchester, and she is a Costain Lolly Storm, and she's over in Stormland. Okay, yeah, go for it, bud. Go for it. I don't know why I care. Dragonstone Flux spreads. Glad we're not over there. Faction created. Liberty faction against Tywin. Lanceport is continuously wanting to break off from Lannisters and the Westerlands. I wonder if we could play that to our advantage. I will have our Septim try to take the county of Lawnmont or fabricate a claim against it. We can't really go after anything else in the area other than like Trembley or Sarsfield, but they're a little bit too big to deal with currently. While performing his duties as spy master, Master Mark has uncovered a secret held by the courtier Darlessa. She is secretly taken by courtier Benedict as a lover. Benedict is a scaly dude, and courtier is unmarried, but she's sadistic. Why don't you two marry? Maybe I can't. Where's the scaly dude? Why don't y'all marry? I'll force y'all to marry. Damn. Where's he at? Darlessa and Benedict Macklesworth. So this is useful to know. Let me pause real quick. Let me see if I could find traits inheritable, maybe not inheritable, and do scaly. Yeah, scaly. So there's only Kerwick, Reynard, and Richard. Lowborn. Wasn't it like Dennis or something? I guess they can't marry, so then that's fine. Then continue being lovers. See what I care. I do want to take a look at the accolades real quick. So we do have 2 accolades. We have 2 of 2 accolades. We have the Swords of the Golden Scale. Actually, let's I saw this last episode while I was rewatching. Swords of the Golden Scales. Kind of makes a little bit more sense. Because golden scales being dragons, you know? So Monterey's, I'm going to pin him because he is our main Sword of the Golden Scales. And the Golden Guard, I'm going to pin Andros. Because he is our major, highest acclaimed knight. So they both like us, which is good. Is there anybody in the court that doesn't like us much that we could sway? Not really. Okay, then let's continue on. We are still winning the war against the Artifact Claim War. I believe we're still sieging down Pike, or we finally did it. We did. We're sieging down more land, so good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got another son. With a tired yet blissful smile, Jaina presents me with a perfect little son. Who will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? So I'm going to quickly, before we're calling him Materese Goldfyre, we're going to switch to the wheel and see what we get for boys. I'll see you in 1 second. All right, and here we are. We have all the boys' names. We have Vakar, Daeron, Tyharis, Aelin, Baywin, Trillis, Tyrion, Aenys, Laniris, Drake, Lannis, and Gerriod. Or Gerriond. That's what it is. So we're going to do a couple shuffles on there, and then let's spin the wheel and see what we get. Ooh, we got Trillis. Trillis as the steward. So awesome. Trillis is our new name. We have Little Lord Trillis. Did I spell that right? It is Trillis. Trillis Goldfyre. Not Trillis, Trillis. I like it. I like it. Cool name. Glad to have you, Trillis Goldfyre. And you, sir, are going to be a steward. Now, the other 2 children, Vaymond, I think he's going for diplomacy currently, but I kind of want to make him a martial-educated focus. I think he would be a really good military commander. So currently, he's on diplomacy, but Victor, I don't think would make sense. Ooh. So, while performing his duties as spy master, Master Mark has uncovered a secret held by Septon Ulrich. Of course, Septon Ulrich. He is secretly taken by Knight Barros as a lover, so he is a homosexual. Along with Barros, who has a wife, and that is our knight. Okay, this is useful to know. Very interesting. Now, Victor here, I think we'll keep him on diplomacy for now. We're not going to change him. We'll just keep it going. Alright, Brendan's War. Lord Harris has achieved his aim to sow discord between Lord Brendan and Lord Paramount Hoster. Someone must answer for this misdeed. This is worrying. So this is Vassal in the Seven Kingdoms and Vassal. So Lord Brendan Blackfish of the Riverlands, as well as Lord Paramount Hoster, the Worthy of the Riverlands. So this is worrying. So let me see this war over here. Did they go to war? Yes, they are. Oh, so it's the one courtier in the Vale and the Riverlands. Very cool. Very interesting to see. There's Brendan Blackfish. So let's see if he's able to win this war. I highly doubt it, but who knows? Weirder things happened in Game of Thrones. The renowned inventor Tyler has sought me out with a very odd petition, carrying a pair of wings made from wood and silk. Long have humans lusted to soar through the heavens, he says, and I have made calculations. I will prove that we can. Allow me to jump from the tallest tower of your castle, my lord, and I shall serve you faithfully afterwards. Unfortunately, my son and heir Victor has learned of this and is begging me to let him see the aged scholar take flight. He wants to see a dude die. Very well, I will allow it. So Tyler Galdor joins our coit. 20% Victor gains the trait Brave. 40% Tyler dies, with which he gains 50-50 on Melancholic or Sadistic. 60-40. Lend me those wings. I want to fly. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. No, this is madness. I'll allow it. Let's see what happens. So Tyler flew. You gained. I gained 150. Tyler joined our court, and Victor Goldfyre gained the trait Brave. So, well, he hasn't gotten it yet, but I guess he will. Well, maybe it bugged out. Maybe I actually didn't get Brave. So the Crag has about 11,000 men, so that could be a potential opportunity here as well to go after. But we are currently fabricating a claim on Lawnment. So very cool. We're gonna see if we could take on Lord Sander the Innovative. Let's continue on. Me and Victor are walking when suddenly I hear his loud scream. Where's my scroperol? Where am I lost it? Where am I lost it? It was my favorite toy. Victor is ready to burst into tears. So I could, a shopkeeper I know will sell you a new toy, but I'm also greedy, so I don't want to do that. Try your best and make a new toy with your own hands, which will, I have because I'm diligent. So I could gain 13 stress, or Victor can, but he gains 10 opinion of me. It's your own fault. Don't worry, I'll buy you another one. You know what? I will try your best to make a new toy with your own hands. You know, we gotta teach these kids. The Traveling Bard. John, an itinerant bard, popular with the common folk, has arrived at my court. A local landowner encouraged him to seek me out so that he may perform for myself and my household. Prior to his performance, he came to me to ask what sort of music would be most pleasing to my ears. So a simple, pious ballad. Perhaps a ballad about me. Sing of the valor of House Goldfyre. Well-known dynasty I could get. What does that give me? Prestige and piety. Awesome. Take the music elsewhere, Vagrant. I say sing of the valor of House Goldfyre. Whenever swimmingly, why not a single member of the household left unimpressed? Beyond the specific ballad I've requested, John played many more gorgeous tunes, much to everyone's delight. So a splendid evening indeed. So, someone suggested as well, in this campaign, that I actually squire off some of my sons to learn Valyrian. So currently, I don't even speak Valyrian. And you know, I'm a Goldfyre, I'm a Lannister, so I grew up with Tywin, so it makes sense that I don't. But I think what we could do is head over to Driftmark here, go to Lord Montford, and can we learn his language? No, it doesn't look like it, unfortunately. So he speaks Valyrian and Common. He's married to Lady Cyrena of Driftmark, so cool. Lady Celise is still alive. Good for her. Queen Malia. And Cersei died. Was executed by King Robert the Hunter on orders. Oh, probably for her kids. For Joffrey. And then he married Queen Malia Peerley, a Stormlander, who also died in childbirth, surprisingly. So Prince Robert has Maya Stone, Edric Storm, and Prince Galadon of the Iron Throne. So he is hale and intelligent. He actually might be a pretty good ruler of the Iron Throne. So that'll be interesting. Primary heir is Prince Galadon. So, oh, very cool. Glad to see it. Let's continue on here. We'll have to learn Valyrian one of these days. Can we... Whoops, don't remove nickname. Invite characters to court, arrange a marriage. How do we go about learning a language? Doesn't look like I can over here. Another suggestion I saw was to visit a university, so I'm definitely thinking about doing that, but I kind of want to build up my coffers first. For now. We have 1,300 men, total soldiers. Missing 56 gold. Espionage lovers. More lovers have been found. While performing his duties as spy master, he discovered that Scylla has taken with my Admiral John as a lover. Who can say how it happened, as sheer disgrace for both of them. And you're married, sir. And Scylla is a fornicator and slow. She has no children, though. So this is useful to know. There is no secret that Victor loves to show off his beautiful outfits. Today he burst in just as I'm busy discussing tax collection. Of course I would. Lancel, please, I want new beautiful clothes. I want a new shirt. Buy it. You can, right? Perhaps Victor deserves a gift. What should I offer him? So I could increase his stewardship, and he gains 10 opinion meat. You should try to save your money for new clothes yourself. It's not that difficult. I'm greedy, so it kind of makes sense. You've got enough outfits already. I could lose some stress, but I'm not dying on stress currently. You know, let's increase his stewardship. We have a wet nurse, correct? Yes, we do, yeah. The non-sadistic wet nurse, yeah. Alright, let's continue on. You know what we should do? I know we're on campaign, but let's see if we could play with my wife again. Hopefully she'll accept this time. She does, maybe? So I could wait for her for 5 gold. I feel like 5 gold's a bit much. I'm just going to ask her. Would you lay with me? A child, that would be grand, so a 20% chance that she gains pregnant. So that's awesome. Your liege has won the war against Lord Balon. Awesome. So what did you get for this? Crown of Gerald the Great Lannister. First men crowned of House Lannister. So look, maybe he got another Lannister crown. The Seastone Chair. Okay. Gilded Throne. Okay. Okay, and he has excellent regalia. Royal Court. The Gilded Throne. Okay, very cool. Love to see it. And it looks like I'm back. Greetings, my handsome vassal. My court is going on tour, and I shall soon be visiting Midvale to inspect your castle and lands. The lords and ladies of Westerlands will render the tithes owed to me. I expect a welcome befitting a lord. Uh-oh, we got to prepare for Lord Tywin Lannister to show up here. Well, I'm glad because we have been improving our development. We have made a new blacksmith in Rexdale. So I'm super excited to show him around my land. I think he will enjoy it immensely. So at last, Lord Tywin's entourage arrives at my gates, visiting Midvale on his tour of the Westerlands. The coffer wagon and itinerary of tax collectors suggests I will be poorer for the visit, obviously. Receiving the Lord of the Realm in my very own halls would be a great honor. I am to give the Lord a tour of my castle and the Midvale lands, and furnish his party with beds and an entertainment. The only question is, do I open the gates and let him in? Let's pretend nobody's home. No, we're gonna welcome in our Lord Tywin, our estranged guardian. So we are involved. So we could go for recreation. It's the only thing we could go for, so we're gonna do that. Looks like he's visiting Midvale. He's visiting a bunch of different places. Of course, we're first on his stop. I wish we could do befriend or something like that, because that would be awesome. Offer Lord Tywin a knight, making someone in his court the squire of a chosen adult. Down the road, we'll get our sons. One of our sons could go to Tywin. One goes to the High Valyrians. I think our heir will go to the Valyrians. So we unlock the stewardship perk. So I do want to increase vassal. Republican opinion doesn't matter. Income while at war. Extort subjects. Garrison size. Realm capital. Let's do realm capital. The earlier the better for centralization. So watching my lord wander the grounds of province of Rexdale, an idea for a tricky gape crosses my mind, as if possessed by the spirit of Land the Clever himself. I envision a staged assassination attempt to entertain my guests. Lord Tywin of the Westlands will be set up to be the hero of the story, foiling the attempt on the party and sending the assassin running. A fine parody of the enemies of Lord Paramountcy of the Westerlands. Lord Tywin of the Westlands is sure to be flattered and entertained by this. Let's make the arrangements. Let's see what we can. I like how the music in the background is the Reigns of Castamere as this is all happening. It's funny. If Lord Tywin of Westland enjoys it, I gain 15 opinion. If he dislikes it, I lose 15 opinion. And believes it is real. Rivalry with me. Now I'll take the chances. I'm trying to entertain him. Maybe I think it's a funny jest, right? I'm brave. I wouldn't turn down such a great idea like that. So let's make the arrangements. Was not amused. Okay. All right. You know, we tried. Okay, we tried. So faction created against Lord Tywin. Loyalist faction. Awesome. So a bonfire sparks and cracks as our celebration of Lord Tywin continues long into the wee hours. I puttered around making small talk and sharing drinks with the people of his entourage. In a more remote corner of the bonfire grounds, I noticed Lord Tywin's cousin Daemon, this guy, Daemon Lannister, clearly slammed and hazily grasping for another drink. Hell yeah. As I get closer, I can hear him mutter, "Daemon, get a hold of yourself. Stop pining after." He quickly stops himself when he notices my presence. Oh, I have my own hardships, you know. So I successfully coax a secret out of Daemon. I learn a secret about Daemon Lannister. That could be interesting. Or walking away now. But I'm brave, so I don't want to gain that stress. I'm going to successfully coax the secret out of Daemon. I have my own hardships, you know. So I learn a secret about Daemon. What is that secret? He has a murder secret. Who did he murder? Yep, he murdered Arsa. A quick and strong woman that is sadistic, honorable, and chaste. I feel like everybody's sadistic in the Westerlands. It's funny how that works. So Lord Tywin of the Westlands has seemed a little distant and distracted lately, occasionally muttering to himself and whispering to Gerald. At last, he approaches me directly and says outright what is on his mind. As a lord, you must be aware of the financial obligations to me as your liege. When I look around all of the grandeur of your home, I cannot help but feel you've cheated your taxes a little. Perhaps we have better rectify that. Come on, Tywin. Why are you doing that to me? I have paid what I owe. Or very well. So, I paid what I owe. 100% chance that I lose 10 opinion, and I pay him 35 gold to Lord Tywin. Every county laid by Lancel, the control will change by 10, or avarice, or avaricious, or I lose 35 gold. I gain 46 stress, and he likes me. You know, I'm greedy. I would never want to lose any more money than I absolutely have to. So I have paid what I owe. You paid Tywin 35, and he is still 77 with us. So he didn't lose any major opinion of me. So very cool. We're still rocking it out. He's still on his taxation tour. Maybe the war cost him a lot. I believe I've been an extremely gracious host to my visiting liege, Lord Tywin. So far, the visit to my castle in particular has been going great, until I make a wrong turn and drop my eager lord right in front of the only door I was trying to keep him away from, the secret courtyard where I raise my most prized hounds. As I start nervously stammering, Lord Tywin grows increasingly curious. My lord, let's go this way. So 92% he barges in. I'm sure he can be persuaded to look away. I was just about to take you there. Your liege will decide what to do about your hidden possessions. You may get extra taxes. Oh. You get a weak favor on Lord Tywin. Your liege decide what to do. Possession. You get extra taxes. You might get extra taxes. So I think I think we'll just be like, I was just about to take you there. You know, I'm brave. I'm not, you know, I'm quick too, so I had some quick thinking. So this is diplomacy and intrigue, and this is stewardship and intrigue. So 8%, 8%. We really are not going to win that. So I was just about to take you there. It's time for Lord Tywin to part. So you paid 75 gold to Lord Tywin. The best of your stash. Damn. Okay. Damn, that's a hefty tax, brother. Magnanimous host, however, Lord Tywin did not believe that my hosting was enough and has made a demand of me. He has presented me with a bill of all the expenses paid during his trip, though many of the charges seem bogus. I am obliged to pay. You got to be kidding me. No, I can't be imprisoned. I submit. Golly, Tywin, 100 gold? Brother, I paid you all of that money. Alright, Tywin. I'm a little upset at you. You raised me, and then you're gonna extort me. So that's kind of ridiculous. Let's see if we can get some extra gold. Hooks and secrets. We have a lot of secrets to expose. So I'm gonna blackmail just about everyone. Starting with my admiral. Well, maybe not my admiral. I won't go for him. John's lover. That's his lover I'll blackmail. She'll lose some opinion of me. Blackmail her. Ulrich is our knight. Septim Ulrich. Septim Barros and Ulrich. So, we'll definitely blackmail Sir Daemon Lannister. 100%. Daemon Mr. Disguise, his secret is exposed. You can only send these interactions one at a time. Okay, so we'll have to wait a second. So whether it is misguided sense of pride or fear of some greater reprisal, Scylla claims that I hold no sway over her. I hate to admit it, but I cannot reveal this secret. A threat was made, and there could only be one outcome. Sorry, Scylla. Let's go for our Septim, Lord Boris. I have slightly more favor towards the knight. He likes me less anyways, so we're gonna blackmail him. See if we can get some gold back. So he did accept. We can get 115 gold. Whoa, wait. You can demand payment from your liege, Lord Tywin, for 115. Because we have a hook? Damn. Okay, well, I guess I don't have to blackmail people, but I think I still will. Let's demand that payment. 150. We are out of debt, ladies and gentlemen. That's how good of a steward we are. That's incredible. So let's go ahead and blackmail Sir Daemon. We have gained a blackmail hook. Despite our best efforts, my agents have yet to uncover secrets at court. However, I still believe there's something going on in the shadows. I only need a little bit more time to determine what that is. If there's anything else, we shall find it. There is some stuff going on. So we'll eventually get some money from Daemon. Let's go to Darlessa and Benedict. Benedict is a septim, so we're going to blackmail him. They have more money than a average lowborn courtier. So we gained a blackmail hook on them, or we could do both, you know? So he's not paying us the full gold, and I don't care for 2 gold. So let's just start blackmailing everybody. Sorry, Ulrich. As much as I would hate to blackmail you, I do need money. And he's not an acclaimed knight, is he? No, we got Rolf, and we got Ingram. So he's just a lowly knight. So I think I will blackmail him. We gotta get paid somehow, boys. So we did gain that blackmail. And only we can demand payment from Benedict Macklesworth. Your spies. You have no spies. Okay. Probably get spies. We're not super intrigue focused, so I don't think spies would be absolutely necessary. We could go to Lord Gregor the Mountain's hunt. Absolutely. Yeah. I don't think we need a forest guide for this. You know, we're cheap. We're gonna try to save as much money as we can. Mountains? We don't even need mountaineer. So it's going to cost us 4 gold to go down there. Let's go check out, his hunt. Did my wife ever get pregnant? No. Before I do that, let me lay with my wife. And we're leaving. And she's all about it. I will wait for her again. Maybe she'll be ecstatic about it. A child would be granted another 20% chance. Okay. So we have made it to the hunt. Look how big he is. So as we await the arrival of the guests, Lord Gregor has started on the preparations. He checks on the grasslands for quarry, camp closer to the hunting grounds, so on and so forth. It's the same text every time. So we'll be doing a lot of hunts. I don't have to read them all. Jon assembles the party as the sun rises over the camp in the highlands near Fang Hill. The local gamekeepers have scoured the vicinity for recent tracks and fumes. A stout buck is definitely in the area, and the conditions could hardly be better for hunting it. Ultimately, Lord Gregor Clegane decided he wanted to hunt a stag. Surprising, there's no surprise there. No surprise there, he wants to hunt the biggest, baddest animal. Sure, he's probably going to kill it with his bare hands. You know? My acquaintance Jon is the first to spot its branching antlers. The flighty buck is hard to distinguish. But there's no doubt it's there, observing us through the tall grass. Lord Gregor takes off after the beast, crying, "Come, it's getting away." This is before he was a walking dead creature. We can hardly keep up with the blasted beast as it darts and weaves through the tall grass, snorting wildly. Scaling a rise and disappearing into the dense thicket, the stag is gone as quickly as it appeared, the only panting dogs and sweaty horses to show for it. The damn thing is gone. The hunt fails. So, a major success chance, and we still failed it. Hunts like these are pure joy. I cannot wait for next year. Master Joss gathers in disappointed party and exhausted hounds for the trip home. The stag indeed eluded us this time. Let us leave the adventure behind us for now. Awesome. So, nice little adventure there. Can we demand payments? No, everyone's broke as hell. At long last, I am finally home. Yay. We are home. We are still... Oh! Lady Jaina gains to trait pregnant. Awesome. We are still fabricating a claim on Lawnman. And let's... we only have 27 gold. So we'll still rock it out. But there are secrets here that he could still find. So we will... Despite my best efforts, however, I still believe there is something going on in the shadows. Okay, keep it going, brother. Victor Goldfyre gained 20 opinion. Your spouse's excellent diplomacy skill led to this windfall. So Victor is still rocking it out. Now, I know there is a scheme. I'm not sure if we can here. But there is a scheme to investigate a child's heritage. I know it's part of the mod, but doesn't look like I could see it here. I mean, he's only 8. Let's give it time. So under the soldier pine, in the scorching midday heat, they sit in the shadow under a great stone pine. Playing on lutes and flutes, they sing in many tongues, yet my heart can understand every word. I can hear them from the balcony, and they stir my soul. Yet I do not know the identity of these musicians, and when I leave my lofty halls and approach the tree, they are gone. Thought of the singer of the old town, possessed such talent and wit, but perhaps I was mistaken. What am I to do with these damned feelings? So beautiful, but I'm greedy. I lose 40 gold, but I get stressed because I'm greedy. Enough, I will have that damn tree chopped down. Popular opinion, -10. No. Aversion to joy for 20 years. Martial and tyranny gain. You know, I'll gain the 23 stress. Stress gain -25. That's interesting. I gain stress because I'm greedy, but I lose stress because I'm awed by beauty. I lose 25% stress. So, whatever works. I could declare wars, but we won't do that yet. I think I've noticed that our stewardship is not that great. Maybe, let me know what you think. Should we go to the university to learn a little bit more about stewardship? I think it might help our kids in the future that want to learn stewardship, you know? You got Trilus here. Trilus, Vaemond, and Victor. They might gain something from stewardship, especially Trilus. No, we're still looking up scaly people. No, we're not going to go for scaly people. Valia Flowers Hewitt, 16. She's beautiful and a bastard, though. Deceitful, sadistic, arrogant, and vengeful. She is a mini Joffrey. An awful person, too. Ooh, Elise Dane. Elise Dane. She's way too old for my 1-year-old, but, you know, maybe her kids or her kids' kids. So, yeah, let me know in the comments if we should go to the university to learn more about stewardship. Could be a good option to visit Old Town down here. Beautiful city. Oh yeah, and by the way, my game does stutter when I'm pressing play and I move around. Just so you know, when I press pause, there's so much going on and so much movement that the game does stutter a little bit. But when you pause it, it's fine. So I'll try not to move as much while it's playing. Lord Lewin's hunt, so we could join another hunt real quick. Yeah, why not? We're gonna skip over just about everything. Is there anything we could visit while we're going around? Not really. Go to Drock's Castle. We could venture out, you know, a lot farther. There is Golden Grove and Apple Hill Castle over here. There's Golden Grove. Could be an option in the future if we, you know, like let's say we do take that university trip and we go down to Old Town. Let's stop and hit some of these places and take the long way there, you know? So, yeah, we'll do that. Felice is going to join us, and we're off to do a hunt. I'm really hoping for a daughter, eventually. So as we wait the arrival of the rest of the guests, Lord Lewis has started on the preparations. His gamekeepers check the highlands each day for signs of quarry. Of course. So let's start this hunt. We got Lord Hendry, the Quick Weasel of Greybooks, Aram of Peltmore, Lewis of Dens Lane, and Lord Lancel the Dauntless of Midvale. I love that name. Master Melwyn assembles the party as the sun rises over the hunting grounds nestled in deep, dense highlands. The local gamekeepers have scoured the vicinity for recent tracks and fumes, and we're going for a stout buck. So awesome, let's go after it. My acquaintance Lewis is crouched down on the ground, humming cheerfully, picking poppies. He's picking flowers, and he did this last time. I'm gonna yell at him again. Get back on your horse, brother. Yeah, we're gonna yell at him. Let's get a higher success chance. To my handsome Lancel, I've prowled through documents both ancient and of less certain provenance. I finally have enough material to make the case that you are the rightful lordship of Launtment. So 48 gold will be slightly in debt. And Lord Sander, oh, and it's also storming here. So if you hear thunder, that is the storm. So, see it done. 48 gold. Now we're -5 gold. So as my party stalk through a copse, eyes peeled for the stag, from the canopy above, a soft twittering spills forth, growing louder as we advance. It is the nestling screeching for its mother. An agile huntsman brings down a fluffy Ayas, an unfledged raptor chick from the ebony. What luck! Only young birds caught in the wild can be properly trained to hunt. So have it taken back to my muse, so we'll get a raptor, so more prestige, vassal opinion, and court grandeur bonus. And then everything else will gain stress because we are greedy, and we're a hunter, so I'll gain stress. So I will have it taken back to my muse. Let's continue on. Victor comes running into tears. Turns out he got into a fight with some unknown kids somewhere in the town, and they beat him up. He must have been in a lot of pain. Poor child. What? Come back and give me a hard time. Fight till the end. 65% he gains more prowess and martial. So that he has currently 5 martial and 3 prowess. So I could raise his diplomacy even more because he is a diplomatic character currently. Even with them, you can negotiate and resolve everything peacefully. Or train, become stronger, and you will win. So I'm thinking Thinking what? Come back and give a hard time. I think we're going to really raise his diplomacy. Or martial. He's not far off in martial. But there's a 35% chance he gets beaten up. What? Come back and give him a hard fight. Fight till the end. Nothing that a stewardship. Train becomes stronger and you'll win. That's because I'm brave. Kind of makes sense. But I'd rather get that martial. So, come back, give him a hard time. Fight till the end. So he does gain martial. Awesome. So let me pause real quick. Let me take all of these out of the way. There's a lot going on. Lord Lewis huntsmen say they know the place best, the beast's covert, and the nearby waterholes and grazings in the stag frequents. Our hosts think for a moment before agreeing we should sneak up on the unwitting beasts. Some lightning and thunder striking in the real world. Maybe that's an ill omen for him. Despite our best efforts, my agents have yet to uncover any secrets at court. I do not believe we will ever find anything either. There is less going on here than a graveyard at noon. Okay, fine. Come back. So maybe my son is my son, and my wife just has a dominant congenital trait of brown hair. Stag grazes hidden in the sparse, and I raise my bow. Lord Lewis slowly takes aim at the stag, cocking its head as though in anticipation. The arrow strikes true, straight into the beast's heart. Good shot, Lord Lewis. Phenomenal, sir. Phenomenal. So, we have finished the hunt. Stag Antler Hunter. You know, I'm feeling like we should probably do it ourselves. Do a hunt ourselves. Invite some prominence. Regency has ended with Lord Jaina. We can demand, and I know we are in debt. We'll get that done here soon. Vickery House has a simple windmill, and the Vickery House docks, which is good. Can't afford anything else, obviously. But let us keep going into this campaign. Oh, here we are. With a tired yet blissful smile, Jaina presents me with a perfect little son. Who will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? Awesome. Well, let's go back to the wheel. And this is the boy's name, so we'll give it a couple shuffles here. And let's spin that wheel. Who is this son going to be? Ooh, Gerond. Or no, Gerond. Gerond. Let me just copy Gerond, and we'll remove that. Go back. And we have now Lancel Goldfyre. May you grow strong and wise, my son. Awesome. But we still need a daughter. So we're going to immediately not give my wife any time and lie with her again. She's keen on spending time with me, but I'm married to her, so I simply ask. I think we don't have the gold to do that, so we'll just ask her. We're broke. Fine, make it quick if you must, so only a 5% chance. So Victor's first and robing. As I patiently await the fetching of my clothes, the servant stutters, "My lord, no one can find your garments. I'm surrounded by incompetence," I mutter, storming from my bedchamber. It's in the nursery of my son Victor that I discover not only my rarements, but also my boy's wet nurse. I had no part in it, my lady. She dresses himself, Leon responds, and he's dressed like me. The little scoundrel. So he's the Prince of Fashion. He gains the nickname. I don't really want to give him that nickname. But we'll gain some 35 prestige, and Victor steals our clothes for a little bit. So he's about 9 years old. I think when he's 11 or 12. Another hunt for Lord Lewis. We'll pass up on this one. We've barely been home recently. So I think when he turns like 11 or 12, we'll marry him off. Or, you know, find him a wife. Probably another betrothal. But for now, we'll just rock him out. As is. So we could go to war. So he is still allied to Heatherfield only. About 1,900 troops. We have about 1,400 troops. And we do have an ally. And it is a very close, evenly matched fight here. I am going to declare the war for 45 gold. And immediately, we're going to call our ally Victor into this war. And we are going to raise all armies. So, as a commander, so our Castellan is currently, Ontario is our Castellan. Should he be the commander? He's the best marshal. Lord Andrin is a good choice as well. Master Mataris of Borenline is another good option. But I'm thinking we probably stick with Ontario as a great commander. He was our commander in the last war. So we raised up our troops, and I'm going to wait for my allies before we do anything drastic. But I will head over to the province of Redgloss to defend. I shall join you in the war. Our foes shall learn to fear the men of Grave Ridge. That, with a name like Grave Ridge, I already fear them. So, awesome. Let us wait until they arrive. How far are they? They are far, far. It's going to take some time, as long as they don't do anything drastic here. Lady Janagan's pregnant. So they are trying to bait us in right now into a battle. Because I would take that. I hope they don't do anything stupid. We do have a hill fort here, and it's the hills, so it's an easily defensible position. Oh, shit. They're gonna march down to meet them, huh? Oh, we gotta follow. Oh, no, 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 no. Go back, go back! Oh, I was on too high of speed. He's gonna be getting here. The battle has commenced. Let's see what happens. Come on, get there. No, you gotta get here. The knight was wounded. 111 troops. Bro, what are you doing? He left me. My wife, Lady Jaina, was recommending to invite Lord Gerald of Sterling's friend Daemon Lannister to court. She assured me that Daemon Lannister will accept my invitation. What? Daemon Lannister wants to join us? He's 53. Administrative courtier, so he has extra stewardship. But he's awful traits other than intrigue. I mean, I guess he's a Lannister, you know? Certainly, sure. We'll get Lannister in here. And we did lose this battle, unfortunately, because our ally decided not to help us. Let's fall back. Can we fall back, or we're already in defeat? Yeah. So we did lose a person. So curses the accursed children, my son Victor and his compatriot Sarmin, were caught red-handed and have snuck into the army. They don't know the weapons are dangerous. One of my servants caught them in the act. Sarmin was crying and bleeding on the floor, while Victor simply played on with his stolen sword. Apparently Victor doesn't want to stop having fun just because Sarmin messed up. So Sarmin grows closer to gaining a rivalry, and Victor keeps the trait arbitrary. So he does his own thing with little regard for others. I feel like that would be a very interesting character to have around. So we'll keep him. So we'll have to come back here. We do have an empty council position. Let's check the details of this battle. So our knights killed about 30 troops. Levies, crossbowmen did okay. Sea snakes did okay. They have a lot more troops than us. Master Aegon of Bastard Stock. Bastard Stock was there. Lord Adrian is now in prison, so he lost his position. Can we pay his ransom? No, they will not. And they have a lot more knights than us. Okay. So that is what happened. We'll have to meet down here immediately to see if we can aid them in the fight. So now it is the official fight between the two armies. King's Daemon Lannister is requesting to be assigned to the Spymaster position instead of him. Yeah, Master Mark, plus you're in a fight and you're severely injured. You're probably not going to last long. So you are fired. I'm giving the Lannister a chance to move up. Let's put a marshal in here, Ontario. Reassign him. Who should we put as our hand? Daemon? He is our house, it would kind of make sense. But he's a better spy master. We're gonna get Master Mataris of Boren Line. Let's back up. That's loud. Master Mataris of Boren Line as our hand, and we will keep that marshal on, and hopefully we can do something here. The Battle of Cubs Brook. Our Knight Mr. Aegon wounded Rylar. Good. Doesn't look good so far, boys. We're losing again. My court Sharina is suggesting that my court Tyler Galdor should become a guardian of Podrick. Podrick? The Podrick? Yes, you may educate Podrick. We are losing this battle. Alright. I have to make a drastic decision here. We have to marry and get an alliance. So I am going to betroth, so an age difference of 5. He is 9 years old. Ooh, he can marry Malia Dane. He can marry into the Danes. So she is Stone Dornish. So she has there's a Malister that's 13 with a comely trait. She's ambitious, just, and pensive. Could be a good option. I do like the idea of the Danes, because they do have silver hair as well. I know he doesn't, but she does. How much do they have? 7,000 troops. I mean, they own a duchy title, correct? Yeah, the Hyde Lordship, which is